Lights, camera, storage, action.
So thank you, Mr. Ashley, for speaking to us. We have Mr. Ashley from Lenovo, and we're going to talk about their presence at Gitex and products and solutions they're focusing on. So thank you once again.
Pleasure.
Thank you. We would like to start with a brief about your presence at Gitex and what are your highlights at the event.
Sure. So for us, what was really important is to be able to show that AI is here and real, right? Not something fanciful, but actually something tangible that's touching our lives. So what we went with was a day in the life. So at Gitex, we're presenting how Lenovo's AI solutions are infused, whether that's your commute in the morning, your daily purchase of your favorite coffee, and then how it's helping you with your continual education in the workplace and building smarter cities. So it's been really good. We've got a number of interesting conversations from our customers. We learnt a lot ourselves, so we always find Gitex a really good event.
So the IT landscape is ever changing, and there are a lot of challenges that IT teams face as well, like implementing AI, big data, cloud, and all of that.
Absolutely.
With hybrid working space and all of that, right? So how does Lenovo help IT teams overcome those challenges?
Yeah, I think that's a great question. So obviously with what's happened in the last year around generative AI, the IT teams that we're working with, that's not in replacement of the work they do, that's in addition to the work we do. So a lot of what we're focusing on at Lenovo is how do we make intelligent infrastructure, how do we make the deployment of cloud much more simpler, so that sort of day-to-day operational deployment operations is simplified, giving them more time to address the business needs, which of course are all about AI, all about generative AI and these sort of things. So we're really sort of focusing on making our solutions easier to deploy, less risk, these sort of things, to make it much easier for those teams.
Okay. And with new technologies, we also have sustainability as one of the topics that people are talking about. We have net zero goals that companies are trying to achieve, right? So from Lenovo's perspective, how do you plan to achieve those, and what are the initiatives you're running?
Great question again. So for us, one of the sort of most exciting things is, AI, one of the biggest concerns raised about AI is the sheer amount of energy it takes to run all these accelerated workloads and cool them. So, Lenovo's been in the business from our heritage in supercomputers of using what we call our Neptune liquid cooling technology, where we're able to not only cool the devices better using liquid, but we're then able to take that waste energy and actually use it to help heat the buildings, be able to provide the hot water for the building. So it's really helping where we're not only able to do things like carbon offsets, so we're using more greener energy, having technology that works more sustainably, but then even reusing that energy. But I think the more exciting thing is then looking at it more holistically. So how do we make the devices out of more recycled material? Okay. And another thing we're very proud of is our asset recovery services, where now, as you said, technology is moving faster and faster. These devices are probably getting refreshed every 3 years in data centers. So being able to take those, give them to a better home, so to speak, or go down and at the material component level, recycle the material to be able to have as little impact as possible. So all of this is leading towards our net zero goals that we have for Lenovo.
Okay. And also emergence of technologies, we're also seeing a lot of partners upskill themselves as well. How does Lenovo make sure their partner ecosystem sustains themselves and they stay relevant?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, and I think the exciting opportunity there is AI particularly is an ecosystem, right? And so it's not normally, we're seeing in say healthcare, it requires a very specific partner that has that experience in healthcare, brings their domain knowledge to the topic, and then we can work with them to get them into our innovation labs where they have access to the data science, AI, infrastructure experts to help them productize their solutions. So to your point, I think it is important that partners upscale, but the reason why it's beneficial is there's just so much opportunity out there, because every meeting I have is another use case where end customers need help, and it's only going to be that ecosystem. It's not going to be Lenovo by ourselves. It's going to be with our partners that we make these things happen.
Thank you, Mr. Ashley, for speaking to us.
Lovely to be here. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well.
See you.